to see this work its way across the Wasatch now, going into Salt Lake, and you can see the snow.
Yeah, big time snow up toward Ogden. You can see it here. Here's the Utah DOT getting some tweets from my friend Grant Wyman out here at KLSLC or whatever the heck it is. Anyway, you can see what's going on here. Snow starting to get on the roads. It's going to be slushy. There's the picture I wanted at Ogden. Heavier snow up to the north side.
A little north, Ogden, they're about 4,500 feet elevation
that helps.
there. So that is really slickening up very quickly there.
Slippery stuff in through here. So here's the mess. Today, big freezing rain, almost a little overachiever in Indianapolis, West Virginia. Does D.C. get into this at all? They're 33 over 15 right now.
They're going to be really close. They may get into it briefly, and then I think the temperatures will overwhelm them as we get later into the day here, but they could get a little bit.
Release a little sleep.
And then don't forget D.C. on the backside of this. That's a big
I know. This is going to be a big deal. So here we go. As the warm air comes north, that changes some people over, but here comes the snowy side, Denver, Oklahoma City, even Dallas. They average 2 winter precipitation events a year. This is 6 last week, 1 this week now.
Absolutely, and it's going to go through tomorrow into tomorrow night as that cold air really wedges its way down across here. Look at how deep into the south we are again. Freezing rain, even a possibility in places like Jackson.
Highest probabilities for over a quarter inch south of Little Rock up to Memphis, by the way. Could get a quarter inch of freezing rain. What is this changeover going to be like? We're going to go from rain and thunder to snow and wintry mix.
And it's going to
Is it going to be boom?
Yeah, I think it's going to be very quickly, and it's going to be right on the northern edge of this whole precipitation shield. So a narrow band of snow, but very heavy.
Is this Thursday morning, D.C. to Boston?
Yeah, and I'm really concerned about D.C. Thursday morning right now. Going into that morning rush hour, I think it will be snowing pretty heavily in that area. We've got to watch it very closely, though.
So 3 to 5 inches total. How much of that is snow?
Probably 1 to 2 inches of that liquid equivalent will be snow, which translated through is going to amount to about 8 to 12 inches.
So make sure you clear all the drains, chip away some of the ice, let that water get down because there could even be some flooding.
Yeah.
And this kind of snow, at least initially, is going to be a high snow to liquid ratio or a low snow to liquid ratio.
Yeah, very wet, very heavy snow, and this could bring branches down, cause some power outages through this area as well.
Could this be one of these rare occurrences where D.C. actually gets more snow in Boston?
Oh, absolutely.
D.C., New York, Philly?
Absolutely. That corridor in there, I think, is going to see the heaviest snowfall. I think Boston's just going to be on the northern edge.
And we have to wait till March to do it. Look at these changes. Today, 58. Here comes the rain into Lexington. But by Thursday morning, holy smoke, 18
degrees in March, by the way, once again. So Lexington, the travel on I-75 going into that Thursday morning time frame, late tomorrow night, Thursday morning, is going to be critical.
Forecast right now for 8 to 12 inches of snow, Sam, in Lexington. The record for the month of March is 9.5.
All right, there goes that common wisdom that you can't get that cold air in March. Okay, let's talk about the roads this morning, a problem.
Icy and messy commutes across 6 states: Utah, Wyoming, Indiana, Illinois, Iowa, and Ohio. Our first picture coming out of the Columbus area. This is the backup on 70 westbound. The DOT says there's a tractor-trailer crash and a spilled load, and it's going to take several hours to clear it out of the way. We already saw what happened in Indianapolis. We do have a stretch of 65 still closed there from an accident earlier this morning. Iowa City Schools on a 2-hour delay. Jim Cantori, Iowa City, how is this even possible to drive? You can see, obviously, ice-coated.
Look at the windshield on that car, because that is what's on the driveway, what's on the road.
Defrost everywhere. And then let's leave you with something pleasant as we end the show. A hail snowman out of Huntington Beach, California. Something that's not seen often.